Well, what's going on, social media family? Yours truly, Joe Dupree, in the building on this 11th day of January in the new year of 2024. How are you doing? I'm back on the scene. Yes, sir. I am in the building. It is about 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 noon Eastern Time. And wherever you're at in the world, we are in the building and just came on here to have a little conversation to begin to tell you about some things that will be going on in the new year, some new things that we have going on. This podcast is a new one that we're adding to our repertoire at 100 BLK, the Black Station, which is www.the100BLK. You can catch us on all your podcast platforms. I wanted to come up and was sitting around because some of you may know, some of you don't know. Some of you know me. You see me. A lot of you haven't seen me as of late because of a lot of things that were going on. First of all, in the last year was just, we don't even want to, we really don't want to talk about 2023. A lot of great things happened, and a lot of things happened that just wasn't the way I thought it should have went. But nevertheless, that is life. Life happens. Life be life. And I wanted to come up with this podcast, better known as hashtag TBT. Truth be told, because somewhere is your side of the story, they side of the story, and somewhere it's the truth. And we're going to try to talk about everything from national issues, state issues, local issues. We're going to be talking about the culture, politics, sports, everything. Nothing is off limits. We're going to be having great conversation. We're going to have some guests come in. I'm revamped my studio. So some of you catch me on every Wednesday, which is Wellness Wednesday. And I am blessed to be on there with Edward J. Brown from Positive Choices Counseling, along with Shauna Sias. And we have some great conversation. We talk about your mental health because your mental health matters. This has absolutely nothing to do with any of that. These conversations here will really be, as country folks would say, spilling the tea for real. So not only will we be on here, but as you see scrolling down at the bottom, we have phone lines where we can talk. If you don't want to type in the comments, we can definitely get on a conversation. We're going to be talking about a plethora of things. Like, since today is the 11th, coming up is Martin Luther King Jr., the holiday where we celebrate MLK. And a lot of folks say it's a day on, not a day off. For some folks, it's a day off for real. They just happy to have the day off. They say for people of color, because of how Dr. King fought for our rights and fought for different issues that dealt with people of color and people who were impoverished. Dr. King did not only fight for people of color, he fought for those who were less than in the eyes of those who were in power. So we're going to be talking about situations like that. Of course, how many of y'all saw the debate last night? I did not, because I was working on another podcast. I didn't have the opportunity to see the debate. And better yet, let me ask you something. Since election season is coming up, and I just got out of an election season, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I am gainfully unemployed, not working. So I said, because I have all my studio equipment, a lot of you know me from media, know what I've done in media, know my advocacy when it comes down to speaking about issues and those who are not heard, the voiceless. So I decided to come back and go back to my roots, because many a times I'm imitated, sometimes I'm duplicated, uh, but never is it like the original. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. So I'm in the building. Share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Uh, One of my sayings. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this with a friend. If you want to, you can put some comments in. If you want to get involved in the conversation, look, we can talk about anything that you want. That's why we call it Truth Be Told. Because truth be told, a lot of folks ain't saying what they really want to say. Truth be told, a lot of folks ain't telling the truth. Truth be told. Now, listen, y'all. This is just my opinion. Truth be told, a lot of folk ain't who they say they are. I know that because there was a time in my life I was all over the place, everywhere, every which way. So we're broadcasting on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Twitter with this broadcast. So, and we're going to be getting into some real conversation. So let me skew away from what I was on and let's talk about these debates, especially with, and I'm talking about everybody, especially with the Republican Party. Donald Trump is still the front runner. Still the front runner. You can like it, leave it, or love it. Folk out there love them some Trump. I'm just saying. Now, I ain't said that I love some Trump. I just said folk. Now let us make sure that when we begin to share this and talk about folk and put things out there, that I didn't say I liked them. I didn't say I didn't like them. I just said folk. Folk love them some Donald Trump. So my question is, and this is just putting it out there. If you don't like Donald Trump, why you don't like him? If you do like Donald Trump, why do you like him? And if no matter where you stand in this thing, when other folk that you good with don't agree with your opinion about the up and coming election for president, how you gonna deal with that? That's my question. You know, I'm old simple. Listen, I didn't get dressed up or nothing, and I can dress up quite well when I want to. But I just literally got out my bed, rolled into the studio, had my, took a shower, threw on my sweatshirt. I'm an old country boy from Tennessee. I'm from a place called Henderson, Tennessee. Simple City. That's what we call it. Simple City. Because life there, when I was growing up in the 70s and the 80s, was just that, quite simple. It was a simple life. Simple old Southern country town. So I'm just asking because, folk, what up, brother DeMarcus? I see you. I see your family. Share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend JD is back. For those of you who enjoyed me on the Joe Dupree Morning Show, for those of you who enjoyed me when I was running ESPN radio and was doing the Coach's Corner with Coach Bennett. For those of you who know me from Southern University, for those who know me from me being on here and being an advocate for what's right, family, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm back. I fought and tried to get. I used to be on terrestrial radio, a radio that was owned by a corporation. I worked for Citadel Broadcasting. Had a great time at Citadel. Citadel was bought out by Cumulus. And I had a great time working in radio. I started off with James Superwolf in Jackson, Tennessee, at Kicks 96. Before Kicks was in Jackson, it actually had offices and a studio in the little city I was in, Henderson, Tennessee, Simple City. And I used to work with guys when I was in high school. This is back when I was in high school. So I'm not new to this, as I am now 56 years old and not ashamed of it. I am the silver fox. That's why I have this gray beard. I am the silver fox. Believe that. I believe that. And, I'm thankful for all the years that the Lord had blessed me with. Because if you really knew my whole story, every day that I'm here is a blessing. And I've did a great deal of things in life. I've worked in a great deal of different jobs. I feel like I'm Jamaican. They say Jamaicans do everything. I feel like I'm Jamaican. So share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're in the building and we're going to have some great conversation. As I was saying, Donald Trump, and look, I'm not promoting Trump in any way. I'm just talking out loud. Trump is the forerunner for the Republican Party and look like he will be the nominee for president. So I have a couple of questions. First of all, if you like Trump, why you like Trump? If you don't like Trump, why you don't like Trump? Second of all, if it winds up being Trump against Biden, who you voting for? Who you voting for? Give me the pros and cons. And do you like Biden? Why you like Biden? Or why you don't like Biden? Because right now it seems to be, oh my God, there's so much that we can really talk about. So much we can talk about. But we're going to talk about stuff at a national level. We're going to talk about stuff at the state level. And we're going to talk about stuff at the local level. So this Truth Be Told. And guess what? I'm not going to tell you what time Truth Be Told going to be airing. It might air once a week. It might air once a day. It might air every day. I don't know. Because you never know when somebody needs to come on here and give you the truth that needs to be told from another perspective. Because like I said, it's their side of the story. It's your side of the story. And somewhere in between all of this is the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God. I'm just saying. Hashtag Truth Be Told. So, phone lines are wide open. If you want to get into any conversation about anything, we can talk about it. It's scrolling down at the bottom. You can call me at 225-250-8770. Look, Shauna posted. Now, look, something else. Truth be told, I don't know about this Breonna situation. This Breonna that is in Opelousas, Louisiana. Young lady, I haven't heard the whole story. Don't know the whole story. I only know that I've seen her in some very nice pictures where she is a beautiful young lady, and ain't nothing wrong with looking good. Because guess what, some folk gonna be mad and jealous about you because you look good. Period. Some folk ain't gonna like you just because you make them not look good. So I see here somebody said she was fired because of how she was dressed. Well, as long as she didn't come out looking like a stripper, what y'all talking about? I'm lost with this. See, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Watch this. If you are African American and you speak the King's English quite well, all of a sudden some folk will try to start a rumor and say, because you speak the King's English quite well, and a few of your friends are not African Americans, now all of a sudden there are folk out there who will begin to put a rumor out and say that your name is Sambo. You Uncle Tom, you the one. Hold on, let me find my other phone. I got to start really doing. Here it is. Let me start doing some real talk here. So the way she dressed, man, somebody caught. So wait a minute. Is there a dress code that she was given? That's what I want to know. Was there a book that said, here's the dress code, and if you violate this dress code, we may let you go? Because if a woman who has a curvy shape of figure, I saw that with people talking about the weather folk. Some young lady, I forgot her name. She was real curvy. She wasn't, she wasn't no Barbie doll or the status quo Barbie doll type person. She was thick and curvy, and she was, and folk were trying to talk about her. Why y'all talking about folk like that? Why y'all talking about folk like that? Folk are born the way they born. They look the way they look. And guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I am completely, truth be told, I'm sick and tired of folk always talking about folk. Look your good self in the mirror and straighten your good self out. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. I'm just saying. I am. Listen. The last thing, hold it. Be exact. Somebody better start praying I don't stay unemployed too long. Because as I begin to build this platform and begin to talk to the people, I might get real comfortable getting behind this microphone again. Oh, watch yourself before you get beside yourself. I know. Go ahead, though. I'm just saying. Somebody might sit around and say, hold up, we got to get this boy back gainfully employed. Because him being on this microphone, I might say some things and step on some toes. And I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just saying, truth be told. Because I'm not convinced y'all getting the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. I believe, even sometimes I do this, I believe folk are telling you what they want you to hear, where you can formulate an opinion that is conducive to their well-being. Yeah, I said it, part. Yeah, it ceases to amaze me how certain folks call themselves community advocates. They call themselves champions for the community. Let me ask you this. If the community don't profit you, are you still out there fighting for the community? Because some people, if the people don't profit them, they're not fighting for the issues. I'm just saying. Some folk, I ain't calling no names out, some folk, and I don't care who you are, where you at, where you live in these 50 United States of America. You got folk out there that say they for the people, but if the people don't profit them, they not for the people. That's real talk. That's real talk. And I want y'all to tell a friend, share that with a friend. I'm not on here. I'm not a comedian. I'm not trying to be funny. And watch this. Those who know me will probably find this a little strange, that sometimes this ain't for the cheering. This ain't for the cheering. So don't be putting your cheering to look at this, watch this, or listen to this. Because there is sometimes I'm going to come out this mouth, I'm going to say, that's some bullshit. And y'all know that's some bullshit. That's my opinion. My truth be told. That be exact, I might change the whole title of this podcast to My Truth Be Told. Because everybody got an opinion. And to me, here's my saying about that. Everybody's got an opinion. An opinion is like a butthole. Everybody got one, and most of the times it stank no matter how much you try to clean it. Yeah, I said that. Good morning. If you're on here, good morning. Say good morning to a brother. Good morning. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, my man, Brent Lambert. Listen, tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all don't know. I'm known all over. I'm not just doing this for a certain location or a certain place. I just, I sit here and I said to myself, after I lost my good job, after I got dismissed from my good job, I said, I wonder how many people go through what I went through and just waiting for somebody to start talking about it, to say, truth be told, I feel just like you feel. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm just saying that. I'm really, you know what I'm sick and tired of? Listen, I'm going to put it out there. It may affect me adversely, but the truth be told, I got to tell it. I stayed on hold listening to elevator music almost 2.5 hours trying to apply for unemployment. That, my friend, is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Being on hold for 2 hours just to talk to somebody to begin the process to file your unemployment is unacceptable. So since folk, listen, maybe this is where God was pushing me to the whole time. I asked myself, why did I buy all this studio equipment? Why did I start my own digital radio station? Why did I open up my own website? Why did I do all this and then continuously be behind folk begging them for a job? Man, I got stuff to start my own stuff. So now I'm out. I'm out the box, baby. It's here. Oh, wait a minute. Because I've been feeling lately like I'm on an episode of The Wire. How many of y'all remember The Wire on HBO? Raise your hand if you remember The Wire. I've been wanting to walk inside rooms and go, shit. That's how I've been feeling. Come on, family. Come on. This is amazing to me. I'm not just trying to talk about stuff that I'm dealing with locally in my little humble abode. I'm talking about, I know this is going on all over the United States of America. What are you talking about? Trump is the front runner. Biden will get the nomination for the Democrats. Who you going to vote for? Biden or Trump? And why? Why are y'all even concerned? Because listen, in my humble abode, folk ain't even voting. Folk ain't voting. They ain't voting. They really ain't. Guess what? I know we in trouble when the folk you used to see voting ain't voting. That's when you know you in trouble. Forget people of color. I'm starting to know that folk who don't look like me said, man, I ain't going to vote. What that for? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Listen, I ain't trying to be another Club Shay Shay or none of that. Listen, wait a minute. Let me bookmark that while we at the subject. Cat Williams went in. I still ain't seen it. I'm old school radio. Like I said, y'all, I started off in terrestrial radio. I have worked for a number of major radio stations, and I have been blessed at every station I've worked at. In the time slot I've worked in, I've been the best person on the mic. Here's why. I tell people this all the time. My saying is simple. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Period. Now, folk will borrow my saying, use my saying. I done had everything. Listen, I got a good friend. He does a radio show. He's on terrestrial radio. I don't know. Did he come up with it? I could care less. And guess what? A lot of folks' stuff is regurgitated from other folks' stuff that they took portions of their stuff, put their stuff on it, and put it out there. It's fine. Guess what? They say imitation is the best flattery you can get. And listen, I ain't trying to be in here and be proper today. So those of you who know me say, wait a minute, he's talking a little country. I am country. I just know how to, though I don't sound it. And though many a times the way I enunciate my words would make you feel like I'm not, I'm very country. Very country. Barbecue sandwich sitting underneath a tree eating country. I'm just saying. That's for my folk from Memphis 10 who know I love me some Tops barbecue. I do. And for my Muslim brothers out there to say, bro, you eating the swine? Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I still love you, my Muslim brothers. I'm just saying. And I got love for everybody. I really had to ask myself, am I, because some of y'all undercover haters. Y'all say y'all love everybody, but truly y'all don't. Because the moment somebody does better than you start getting the stank face. Yeah, you get the stank face. As soon as they start doing better than you. As soon as they get something that you thought you should have got, you the stank face. Listen, I'm here for it. They should have never got me to a place where I am not working and I can really sit down and start to talk about what I need to talk about. If you want to join, if you agree or disagree, my phone lines are open. Listen, I'm about to try. Hey, Charles the White do it. I'm about to be like Charles the White. I'm snitching on everybody. Charleston gonna mess around. I got all the love for Charleston. Hopefully one day I'll get, because y'all know me and my mic has been in front of a lot of important people. I do Essence Music Festival. Listen, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Folk be out there trying to imitate what I do, not understanding I am true to this. I ain't new to this. I've been doing this. Be exact, I am the innovator and the creator of a lot of stuff that you see going on right now. I just backed up and waited for the opportunity. The silver fox is now out the box. I'm just saying. Listen, I got a lot of stuff going on. As you see in the background, my TV in the background, that's where I do my For Fun Gaming. For Fun Gaming is going to be coming back. We're going to be doing video. Listen, I'm an old man. I'm almost 60 and I still play video games. To be exact, I'm better than most of them youngsters out there. I'm like Angela Bassett when it comes down to video games, because Angela Bassett is in her 60s and she's putting some of y'all sisters in y'all 20s, y'all 30s, and y'all 40s to shame. I said it. Hashtag, I said it. Show did. Man, Angela Bassett looked G-O-O-D. Good. Putting a lot of y'all in y'all 20s, 30s, and 40s to shame. That's what I do on the video game with a lot of them youngsters. Come on, come in here if you want to. This ain't no Fortnite. I ain't building nothing. I play Call of Duty. It's blocker from date. We're going to get to that later. You're going to start catching that video podcast. As people start to come in here, what y'all want to talk about? Listen, call me up. Join me. 225-250-8770. 225-250-8770. That was my good radio voice there. Y'all know how I used to do it. Wait a minute. I got a caller. Let's see what this brother ran for office. We're going to talk a little politics. I see it coming. So let me answer my phone. Is this brother Ravis Martinez?
It is.
Okay, brother Martinez. Man, welcome to Truth Be Told, bro. I'm just kind of debuting this new video podcast I'm doing. Glad that you called in, my brother. once again, thank you. Let me start this off with a thanks. Anybody who offers themselves up for service, public service, for people to look at their lives, critique their lives, and put themselves up for a candidacy for anything, I applaud them. I personally have said this, and I stick by it. I wouldn't run for dog catcher, especially in the state of Louisiana. I got to respect you that you did that. And thank you for calling in. And what you want to talk about, my brother?
Hey, man, truth be told, I just wanted to congratulate you on this new platform and wish you much success, man. I think you said it correctly. God gave you those gifts in this space for a reason. You know, I know the history, how long you've been doing it and what you do and how you do it. I just wanted to, again, lend my support and just tell you that I appreciate and love you, brother, and good luck.
Man, thank you for the love. Once again, this brother ran for state representative, District 44. He ran. Of course, we congratulate the winner of that race, which was Dr. Timmy Chasson. But brother, I appreciate you for offering yourself up. Thank you for all that you do. You know, me now look, see,
folk they don't know the history.
But I'm gonna tell them a little bit. I ain't gonna tell them everything because everybody don't need to know everything. But me and this brother really, we were cool a little bit in the beginning, but we really wasn't cool. And guess what? It was all my fault. See, y'all done messed up. Y'all gonna wish that y'all watch this. I might wind up employed here before the week over. Cause folk gonna be like, oh Lord, this. See, I was about to say the N-word, but I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's what they're gonna say though. They're gonna say this boy about to expose. This ain't no professional show though. I could care less. It's the truth be told from my point of view. I ought to rename it My Truth Be Told. But at the end of the day, I don't care because here's what I don't realize, Ravis. I tried to do things the right way and came out on the wrong end. So now, wait a minute. All I'm gonna do is give it up to God and do what I feel like needs to be done. And I'm gonna say what I needs to be said. See, it says, you see there on the scroll, it says, let's talk. There's the phone number, hashtag truth be told. Reason I put it in community conversations, hold up. I'm tired of folks stealing from me. I ain't gonna name no names, but I'm tired of folks stealing from me. I done had a lot of ideas that folk turn around and kind of regurgitate my idea and throw it back out there and make it their idea. Oh, baby, I'm like Charleston White. I'm snitching on all of y'all. I'm snitching on all of y'all. Truth be told. So look, man, appreciate you calling in. You're welcome to call anytime you want. Listen, not only can you call in, if you ever want to be a part of any podcast I'm doing, Ravis will tell you, all you got to do is let me know. I'll send you a video link and you can jump on here. You ain't just got to call. You can jump on. Blessings, congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you, brother.
Congratulations to you and your lovely bride. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
All right, my friend. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Yep.
So family, that's how I do it. If you want to call, you can call. If you feel like something I'm saying, you want to debate it, have a strong conversation about it, give me a call. I ain't scared. Let's talk about it. Truth be told, that's the problem. The problem is y'all quick to assassinate somebody's character, their name behind their back. But when they call you out and say, there's my phone number, give me a call, let's talk about it, y'all ain't nowhere to be found. Oh, I said it. I am thankful. Today, somebody called me and said, this is the season of exposure. This is the season that folk will be exposed. And this is the season that folk will see you like they've never seen you before. This is the season. Somebody hashtag that in there. Hashtag exposed. Hashtag exposed. Folk are getting exposed in front of your very eyes. Once again, I ain't no comedian. I'm really a media guy, a radio guy who talks on radio, who have been out there speaking about issues that affect our community. I have been a community advocate for the community when the community did not profit me one penny. I want to say that because some of you so-called community advocates are actually people pimps. Y'all pimping people. Y'all people pimps. What y'all do is find the issue and y'all ride that issue's coattail, to get yourself exposure, to get people to notice you. Because in the issue, you make sure that you're noticed in the issue. Yeah, y'all poverty pimps, whatever you want to call them. People pimp, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you know them folk. You know them folk, you don't see them folk unless some mess starts off, and they the ones always trying to be closest to the camera. If the cameras ain't around, you don't see them. You don't see them. If they ain't not getting recognized, you don't see them. If they ain't sitting at the head table, you don't see them. If they ain't the person running the show, emceeing the show, talking about the show, had the show under their control, you don't see them. At the end of the day, they like this. If they can't captain the ship to the place they want the ship to go to, they'll be the first one to get in the U-boat and try to shoot a torpedo and sink the ship. I said it. I said it. Oh, that might be a part of this podcast. Hashtag I said it. And I stay at 10 toes down. Phone number running across the screen right now. Anybody who wants to either agree or disagree, please call in. Please, 225-250-8770. Truth be told, it's 2024. And in 2024, I'm opening doors that no man can close. And I'm closing doors that can't no man open. Now, that wasn't me saying that. That somewhere is in some holy parchments and some scriptures. That came from him. So understand. I'm just in here to give y'all midday dose of today. You can do it. Listen, there are some of y'all around some haters right now at your job, but guess what? I know somebody greater than your haters. As long as you trust in him and trust in yourself, you can do it. Guess what? I'm like Jesus. Take this from me. I've lost a few jobs, but ain't nobody took nothing from me. I ain't missed a meal or a bill. And that's how you should feel. Regardless of what they say or what they do, you should look your good self in the mirror every morning when you wake up and say, you know what? God got me. And I ain't going to miss a meal or a bill. I'm just saying. And you got to start looking at folks and telling them this. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that. You got folk out, y'all, some of y'all are good chameleons and great pretenders. I know because I used to be with y'all. Birds of a feather do flock together. Some of y'all, boy, watch this. Watch me wind up gainfully employed before this is all over. Somebody gonna be like, nah, man, before we have you keep. But baby, let some things break loose. I had to drink on that. Oh, by the way, this is water with lemon. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank since 1993. I used to be a drunk. I did. I used to smoke cigars and get drunk like a skunk back in my days. But I'm thankful that a lot of stuff, God freed me from it. And because I was committed to being a better me, I kept myself in a place where I stayed free. See, God can free you from some stuff, but if you're not committed to staying where God has freed you from, you'll go right back to it. Hashtag that. Yes. Hashtag that. Because that's the truth about the matter with a lot of y'all. God will get y'all out of a situation, but y'all so connected and so familiar with certain things. Instead of y'all being free from what God has freed you from, the first thing y'all do is go running back to it. And then complain. I can't understand why I'm going through these things. Because God let you loose, but you ran back to it. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. And as I said, my disclaimer on opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. And no matter how much you wash it, no matter how much you clean it, no matter how much you take care of it, there's a process that goes through it that it's going to always stink. Always. I'm just saying. So I'm on here. Family, I'm on here. What we talking about? Okay. Let me get in with culture. Somebody told me let's talk about the culture. So I really don't know what to say about the culture. To me, the culture is all in a disarray right now. Because it seems to be we will let anybody represent, and this is for folk of color. We will let anybody represent the culture. You know, folk, y'all have made some folk hella popular and hella rich that I'm like, what? How they get in the door? Hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Listen, y'all share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't know how often I'm going to do this. I might do this daily. Because right now I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm unemployed. Outside, do what they tell me to claim my unemployment check, which is I need to apply for 3 jobs a week, which trust me, somebody gonna look at this and say, man, we gotta get that boy gainfully employed. He about to mess the game up. The truth will mess the game up. Truth be told will mess the game up. Some of y'all are put in positions to get y'all out the way, because if we get y'all out the way, then we can keep your voice silent. Well, y'all made a horrible mistake, because I just realized something. I tried to play it by the right rules. I tried to do it the right way. I saw what the end result was. You know what? You can bury me. You can roll the stone. You can put the guard in front of it. But guess what? If it's meant for me to rise, if it's meant for me to come out that grave, oh, the soldier will fall asleep. The stone will be unrolled. And guess what? One day you'll be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We thought we buried him. We thought he was dead. We thought he was gone. See, I understand right now. I'm in that season. And I'm not trying to be, look, I ain't in here. This ain't spiritual. This ain't religious. This ain't me trying to preach to none of y'all. This is just me telling you my truth. Truth be told. I'm in that season. I'm in a double season. I'm in a Moses and a Joseph season. I know how it feels to be thrown in the well by those who you thought loved you. Because Joseph was thrown in the well by his brothers. So I know how it is to be thrown in the well by those who love you, which really the plot was for them to kill you. But one of your brothers had enough love for you, even in all of it. One of the brothers had enough love for you to say, no, let's not kill him. Let's just throw him away and tell everybody else that he's dead. And I'm in that Moses season when Moses said, I got to go up here to the mountaintop because they called me up there. But see, when Moses was away, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Hashtag that. When the cat's away, the mice will play. So Moses leaves, and all of a sudden, a few folks start mumbling and grumbling amongst themselves and said, hey, man, we had a better time when we were in Egypt. So let's kind of like make this thing we're in now look like the place that we came from. Oh, stop. Why y'all leave the place that had you in bondage? Come to a place where you are provided everything, but you want everything that you have to look like where you came from. Oh, I'm going to drink some more on that. I'm going to drink to that. Like to give a shout out, just crossed my head, to my nephew who's more like my brother. My brother, Winston Anderson, had a wonderful son, and I'm going to speak of his son. He had wonderful children. I have nieces and nephews, but he had a wonderful son that we're more like brothers. To be exact, he's a few months older than me. We're about the same age from my adopted family, which is my family. It ain't they adopted me. Now they're my family, period. Okay. We're going to talk about that too. I have an advocacy I need to talk about children that are in foster care and children that are adopted. We're going to talk about that on another episode. But truth be told, I want to give a shout out to James Lois Anderson. I got my drink. You can't get no drink. As Honey Boy Hill would say, well, party. Listen, y'all, I've been all over the place. I'm not going to do that because I forgot I got a touchscreen. Hold on. I've been all over the place. I've seen a lot and I've been through a lot. And I think it's all for where I'm at right now. You know, to reflect and maybe in my folly, in my wrongdoing, in my mistakes, put a person in a position that they don't make the mistakes that I made. I'm just saying. One thing I've learned from this last experience, as some of you know, I worked for government. I was working for government. I'm not going to go through all that, but here's what I learned when you begin to take positions in government, be it elected or appointed. Do two things. I need to do this as I move forward. Read the fine print carefully. Read the fine print carefully. Not only in government, but in anything you do in life, read the fine print carefully. Number two, if you really don't have a clear understanding of what you're about to do or what you're about to get into, do this. Find somebody who does, and if you have to, pay them to negotiate on your behalf. Because too many times we jump into stuff for the right reasons, but we don't have a clear understanding about what it is we're getting into. I'm just saying. If you can't negotiate the situation, find somebody else who can negotiate for you. And if you have to, pay them. Read the fine print carefully. I'm telling you, listen. Some of y'all done signed contracts. Some of y'all done got in cahoots with folks. Y'all didn't read the fine print carefully. And now you're in a conundrum. You're in a situation as I am right now. I had tried to reach out and apply for a couple of jobs. And, I have now been guilty by association. Be careful whom you call your people. Be careful whom you run with. Watch this. And from the way I was just put into this box, be careful who you get employed by. Now that's funny to me in the United States of America. I'm about to get y'all some. See, what y'all done did was, somebody better start scrolling through my Facebook page, seeing all these celebrities I done took pictures with, because some of them I know how to bring them on this show where we can talk about real talk. Real talk. Because sometimes y'all ain't listening to me, but y'all listen to them. So we'll talk about real talk, because the truth about it is, let's talk. Like I said, I haven't seen the Cat Williams with my man Shannon Sharpe. However, the reason y'all probably loving this thing is because it's a micro. It is in your life, somewhere in there. There's something that you say, that's going on in my life right now. That's going on in I need somebody to go ahead and start telling this truth, because that's what's going on in my life right now. At this very moment, this is what's happening. Real talk. This is what amazes me. How can you be out here doing dirt secretly, but you're trying to throw dirt on other folk publicly? I'm going to pause for that one. You out here doing dirt secretly, but trying to throw dirt on other folk publicly. Okay. I know ain't nobody calling on that one. Yeah, I just heard crickets. This is what is amazing. Everybody got something to say about something, but is everybody doing something about something? Y'all talk a lot, but what y'all doing? What is really happening? What is really happening? And once again, let's go back to an earlier conversation in this podcast. Will you advocate for the people if you can't profit from the people? Will you advocate for what's right if it doesn't profit you one penny? Will you do what needs to be done in order to accomplish what needs to be accomplished, even if it costs you? I'm going to drink on that. I'm just asking. And yes, Milton Arsenault, when I said what I said, guess what I heard? Oh, baby, y'all done made a terrible mistake. I ain't calling no names out because they know who they are. The worst thing you could do is now I have absolutely nothing to lose, because literally y'all have taken me from everything I had to zero, to nada, to nothing. I had the mitigated gall and audacity how some folks said, well, fuck him. Oh, okay. So don't be concerned about how I pay my bills, my health insurance. No, F him. Oh, okay. Family, it's about to be on. That's all I can say. Okay. Now, mind you, I know from my own personal experience, because listen, let me raise my hand. Unlike some other folks who always try to talk that talk, I don't only talk that talk, I walk that walk, and I raise my hand when I'm wrong. Man, I have lied, I have stolen, I have did a number of things that have never got exposed, that I was wrong as two left shoes on. Truth be told, I don't have time to talk about somebody else's dirt. I'm still cleaning up dirt from years ago that I did. Truth be told. So before you even decide to put your mouth on me, understand this. You best start going to that book that y'all always wave around saying that, oh, I go to church every Sunday and I'm Christian and this, that. You better start waving that book around and reading there how God took sometimes some folk that you didn't even expect him to take, and he put them in a position that some of y'all wish y'all could be in. How he took the prostitutes, the liars, the thieves, and then he used them to his purpose. I'm just saying, don't y'all need to stop writing folk off. Y'all need to make sure you straight. You need to make sure that you got yourself together. You need to make sure that everything you need to do to make sure that you and yours is okay, you got that. Because what you need to stop doing is doing what a lot of us do. The only way we can get to where we need to get to, we either got to imitate, duplicate, or watch this, family, or we got to throw somebody else under the bus where they can't notice all the mess we doing over here. See, once again, how can you be doing dirt and secrecy, but have the audacity to try to throw dirt on other folk in public? Look at here. Look who done jumped on this line. My old roommate, Marcus Ellis. Me and Marcus, when Marcus was at Tech, and I was perusing the campus of Grambling State University, me and Marcus were roommates. This man has came a long way. Me and Marcus worked together in radio. Be exact, I used to be a traffic director. Family, I ain't new to this. See, some of y'all out there talking media and trying to be bloggers. And look, Marcus will tell you, I ain't new to these microphones. These microphones ain't new to me. This is the gift that God gave me. And I've been sitting on my gift. I'm surprised he didn't take it away. Oh, but thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I now understand there is a purpose in the process and the pain. Because had I not been unemployed, I don't know if I'd be on this mic right now. I don't know if it... Pastor Marcus Ellison. Love this brother. Love this brother. Me and this brother were roommates together through the good and through the bad. I got warrants. Brother, trust me, a lot of folk out there got stuff they don't want you to let you know that they got. But listen, even in that process, listen, I look at it like this, and we're going to be quiet. So look, I'm going to say the phone lines are open. Y'all want to call in, welcome to call in. Y'all, we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Oh, wait a minute. I got another call coming. Let me take this. Welcome to Truth Be Told. Is this the conduit herself, Miss Shauna Science? What's happening?
It is absolutely good afternoon to all of these lovely viewers that I'm peeking in on here.
Okay.
Brother Joe, I just wanted to come on. You and I talk quite frequently.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just want people to understand that you and I both have had extensive conversations about how we are treated or how we believe we're mistreated. And if anybody has followed Shauna Science, the conduit, for the past 2 or 3 years, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And whether it be relating to Brianna O'Connor, whether it be relating to musicians
hold it.
Stop,
Shauna. I want you to stop. Now, Brianna O'Connor, I need to get up. Since we own here and since you called, I really got to get it clear because I'm confused about this. Mind you, here's why I'm confused. I am on social media. I'm on a lot of social media platforms, and I have been around a lot of people, some people who are considered to be famous. I have put my microphone in front of them. I have interviewed people, some people who I consider important, but people might not know them. I have a lot of local folks that I've interviewed in life that I put my mic in front of that I thought they were very important people to the people. But this Brianna O'Connor, because I don't forgot the coach's name. I got to look it up. But there's a very lovely young lady who's a collegiate coach, and she dresses to the T. Sister Fine.
The Zeta.
I don't know her name, but Sister Fine. I think somebody can put it in here. So somebody see, because I'm working too much right now. I can't grab all the stuff I want to grab and start looking. But
I'm gonna run it down to you like this, because in the next couple of weeks, they will hear and see something at the state capitol that they are not ready for. You see, moving in this good year of our Lord 20 and the 24
Lord,
is what happening is Cat Williams came on, and it took him 10 years to build himself to the point that no matter who he told on, they can't phase him. So, sir, I'm going to need for you respectfully, Grand, and all due respect, stop saying them people took something from you. You wasn't going to let it go. God took it from you.
Okay.
You ain't supposed to be sitting at the table with people who trying to take food off your plate. Let me explain something to you, sir. I get calls all the time, and you know it. I want to call the news people, call to this. Baby, we are the connect. We are the table. We are the foundation. You can keep your table and your chairs. We the roof, the walls, and the flow around here. As it relates to Brianna O'Connor, I won't say a whole lot, but I will say this. If anybody knows anything about Shawna Size, when I talk, it ain't superficial, and it ain't just for one person.
Come on now.
You understand? And when I come, it's kind of like going to Walmart. Making returns in stores these days is very difficult. You have to have the receipt, then they have the barcode.
Oh, you gotta have. Oh, what you gotta have?
I have it.
What you gotta have?
I have it. You gotta have receipt. You gotta have receipt. And for the people in the front, the people in the back who keep asking me, why do I get on social media? I don't have anything else to do. You all have made it so that I cannot, just like Joe, cannot right now go to work. So this is our work.
Oh, we got time. Hold it. Hold on. You know the youngsters have
time today.
Hold it. They got their cliche sayings. We got time today. We standing on business. Okay, hold on. I'm standing on what I believe is my truth. It don't have to necessarily be your truth. I got Jackie on here. Super wonderful person. I saw my brother Fatim Muhammad. Now, Jackie and I, Fatim, and Jackie, I'm going to need you to come on, truth be told, because we got to start talking. Miss Jackie, I cannot begin to tell you. I cannot. And to my brother, yeah, get your popcorn, get some butter on it.
Not too much, you know. Black folk got high cholesterol.
Listen. Even with all that, we still living.
Absolutely.
You know, so I know Drewski be talking about we standing on business. You know, and I love some of his skits, especially the one where he was with the white guy. I don't forget the guy's name. I think the guy's name is Willie or something. And he goes, "I don't give piss about nothing but the Tide." Speaking about Alabama Crimson Tide, I need to find out are all my Alabama fans okay? Because the Knicks,
we're not about to turn this into no football.
Hold it. I'm on. Stop just for 1 second. I just got to say this. Because Nick Saban decided to retire. I think y'all done lost y'all earthly mind. Y'all, Nick leaving, it was like Bear Bryant leaving. Y'all really feel like everything about to go to hell in a handbasket. Okay, I'll let you know.
They good master. I mean, they good coach. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's all right. So listen, it is what it is. We're gonna have a little talk after me and Shawna finish talking about this. Okay, so Milton put in here the Texas A&M coach, Miss Taylor. Fine. Listen.
Yeah.
It ain't now. Watch this. I've got a whole significant other. Me saying that another woman's fine ain't see there y'all see. Like I said, some of y'all messy. Listen to him
with low self-esteem.
Watch it. Listen to him talking about them women fine. Listen, my significant other finer than all of them.
First of all, a man that doesn't acknowledge that another woman does look good, sir, you have a problem. You know why? Because that means you're looking at her behind my back. So I'd rather you say, "Hey, that thing's fine, yeah."
Hey, I like giving credit.
And if I'm not a hater, my response gonna be, "Sure is."
Hold on. Hey. Watch this. Since I ain't a thief like some of these thieves that are on here right now, viewing and scrolling and doing all that, let me give some credit where credit is due. A good friend of mine who has a show called The Community Hour. Watch this. And even though the person who runs this corporation or runs this station may not look at me as in the best light, I don't know or do not know, because all I can do is keep the receipts of what you said and what you've done. But a good friend of mine, because I still consider him a good friend. And mind you this, I consider a lot of folks a good friend that I've been a better friend to them, a better brother to them than they have been to me. Doesn't change my position, just lets me know who you are now. But a good friend of mine says, Kenneth Boudreaux has a show called The Community Hour. It airs every Sunday. That's my shameless plug. Y'all might want to go check it out. He gives out some great information, great teacher, especially when it comes down to local politics. He says we say out loud what people whisper about. Well, listen, that's what I'm doing right now. Listen, and I ain't scared of none of y'all, because what I got to lose, I done lost everything.
But I'm gonna go ahead on and throw in here that sometimes the people that are announcing that you don't have to whisper be the ones with the whisperest whisper that ever whispered. Now I say what I say. See this 2020
Y'all
going
listen.
on right now. I'm tired of people catchphrasing cliches and hashtagging, and then when I see you not in the light,
Wait a
you
minute.
this
Wait a
same
minute.
person.
When I see folk, here's what I get. Here's what I get, Shauna.
Promise you.
I'm just saying. I had to,
Promise you, but I'll tell you this. Going in 2024, I am challenging anybody with any salt to their soul, with any sense
watch yourself.
of morals or loyalty or any kind of anything. Before you jump on or off a bandwagon. See, we always talking about jumping on one. Sometimes we jump off and we don't need to. Sometimes we take folk and throw them off because we think they're a threat, when actually they the ones that were sent there to help us. So I say that to say this. Everything that everybody ever did, whether it be to me, to Joe Dupree Anderson, to Milton Arsenault, to my brother, to anybody you may know, you can no longer, in 2024 moving forward, do something to somebody in public and then expect me to respond in private.
Ow!
No, sir.
Ow!
Even the good Lord, I'm not a preacher, Brother Joe, but I know that good book, whether it be the New English version, the King James version, the New International version, it tells you. It is specific, and it tells you not only is he going to prepare a table in front of your enemies, but you're supposed to be prepared for battle at all times. Stay the course. That was their favorite line, wasn't it? Stay the course. Sir, we were never in it for the monetary value. We were never in it for the fame. We were never in it to get on the TV. And I don't care how many extensions people put in their hair. Just because you got dreads don't mean you about it.
Okay. So
I and yourself, we have made the commitment that we will absolutely call out any injustices. It doesn't matter how it affects us, because at the end of the day, when Shauna McCray Sias LPN is gone from this earth, what I did for others is what I want them to talk about.
Okay, that's real talk.
That's it.
Shauna, I appreciate you. Now let me say a few things here. First of all, folks, this is really what I wanted this to be about. Just real conversation, because sometimes somebody out there is going through the same thing that I went through, that Shauna went through, that Milton went through. I see I got my cousin Robert on here, big time actor, doing this thing out in California, came from Simple City. A lot of us have humble beginnings. Now, once again, let me give y'all some things to ponder on and think about as I begin to try to bring this thing to a close, and let you know that this might wind up being a daily thing. And I ain't going to tell you when I'm coming up on here, because the truth doesn't have a time that it needs to publicize when it needs to come on. The truth should be 24/7, 365.
You come on here.
But the real talk, let's hit y'all with a little real talk. Real talk is sometimes the truth ain't what you really want to hear when you want to hear it. I heard somewhere in some movie that winded up winning a whole bunch of awards, a guy named Jack Nicholson saying, "You can't handle the truth." So truth be told, I'm just going to try to give it to you the best way I can and make it my truth. And everybody got their own truth, and somewhere between what your truth is and what other folk may say is the truth. And family, we got to get back to the place where we understand our worth and our value, and other folks don't have to predicate that to us. See, I've been having somebody tell me lately, pick your head up, get your head up, straighten up. And now all of a sudden, I'm back and I'm awake. And guess what, family? Let me put something out there. Like I said, I am at the present moment seeking employment. Now, I'm doing this. Lord knows this might be it. This might be what it is. Sister Shauna has hung up, and I appreciate you for calling in. She's probably listen, I'm gonna bring people on here, and especially I'm gonna bring the Conduit on here. The Conduit and I, we talked about this, so I'm kind of giving y'all a debut of what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about everything. So I got a few things I do need to talk about before I go, and I can stay on as long as I want to because I pay for this platform. This is mine. Okay, so understand this. Folk who are not genuinely on your side and want to see you win and succeed, they don't mind if you do good, but you can't do better than them. The moment you do better than them, you become a threat to where they're trying to get to, because they're not trying to get the purpose, they're trying to be popular. They're not trying to get to purpose. They're trying to be popular. See, not realizing that if you go for purpose, you might wind up being popular, but you can at least say you were not going toward the popularity, you were going toward the purpose. See, that's why you can't be a pimp of the people. Because watch this, you can label yourself what you want to label yourself, but if we go back and we look at the receipts, if the receipts say the only time you show up protesting, the only time you show up advocating is when it puts you in front of the camera, when it puts you as the person that is pushing the issue, when actually you are the person that is profiting from somebody else's pain, you're not a community advocate. You're not a revolutionary. You're not a person saying who you are, because you're not who you are. What you are is a people pimper. And you pimping people. Because watch this. Everything I got, I don't need nobody. I paid for it myself. Now, I went in debt myself. I may have filed bankruptcy myself. But thank God, I have never, since the day I was 15 years old and first got on a microphone and started talking. I've been in radio since I was 15 years old. I'm 56. You do the math. This was before there was a Facebook. This was before there was a MySpace. I had folk back home packing arenas, skating rinks, to hear my voice on a microphone playing records. Baby, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I've always been about the conversations that will bring our community to a place where I'm not telling you what to think. I'm not telling you how to think. I'm telling you your black ass need to think. Some of y'all out there pushing your agenda, what you want folk to see. No, I'm telling folk your opinion is your opinion, and whatever life things you went through to make this opinion come forth, I respect that. Because you may have went through some things I haven't went through. Be exact, it's hard for me to talk to folk who have been raped because I ain't never been raped. Just like it's hard for folk to talk to me about adoption, foster care, and abandonment when I was an abandoned child that was in foster care and got adopted. You can't tell me what I lived through. I know my experiences. Oh, y'all done, let me drink again. Y'all done messed up. Because I feel it in my spirit. Family, I'll be getting on here for maybe an hour, hour and a half. If you want to join in on the conversation, as you see, the phone lines are wide open. You can agree to disagree. I'm good with that. You can call and tell me. I will literally sit here and let you tell me that you don't agree with anything I've said. Phone lines are always open, 225-250-8770. You can call me. Let's talk. Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's get into a little sports conversation. Are y'all all right out there? In Roll Tide Nation, are y'all all right? Because the Nick Saban, after 17 years of being with the Tide, I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, decided to go ahead and retire. I ain't mad at him. I done did all I can do. How many more championships could I win? Probably a lot more, but I done did what I can do. Time for me to enjoy a little life. Come on, family. Ain't nothing wrong with being thankful that the man came and did what he did. Hell, LSU need to be happy that Nick Saban, not because he retired from the Tide. Hell, he was coach at LSU, won a national championship. The man is a winner. Why is it y'all got problems with people that are winning? Why? Because it ain't you? Maybe what you, listen, if y'all quick on copying and duplicating and trying to look like folk, if you want to copy anything, copy the stuff that make folk win. Start listening to Nick Saban and say, what is his regiment that he goes through on a daily basis that makes him a winner? Because I can take that same stuff that he's doing and apply it to my life and win at whatever I'm doing. I had to say it. Had to say it. Big ups to everybody who logged in. Big ups to everybody. There's some folks I'm going to be reaching out for. I've had people from New York log in. I got people in Europe logging in. There's a lot of folks logging in. Hey, thank you. Share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Big ups to my man Fatim Muhammad. He is on the Tangy Tea of Life. It is a great video podcast. They do a lot of great stuff. He's out there in South Carolina. Of course, you know him from the Al Sharpton show. He is one of the producers, if not the producer, on WBLS. My girl Jackie jumped on here, one of the great life coaches, not a person who just saying, you know, a lot of folks say they're a life coach. A lot of folks say that. She the real deal. She the real deal. Yeah, Miss Harrison, the real deal. Big ups to my cousin. I see he was out there, Cuzzo. I see you. Big up Marcus Ellison. Please, my brother, if you would be ever so kind, inbox me your number. Somebody giving me a call right now. Let's see who this is. Good Mountain. You are live on Truth Be Told. How can I help you?
Good morning, Mr. Dupree.
Hey, what's happening?
Listen, I don't know if you remember me. My name is Chantel Wesley, and my little boy had went on your talk show.
On the radio show, on the Joe Dupree Morning Show.
Yes, to pray.
Yes, I remember.
Right.
I was so impressed. That young man said he wanted to listen, y'all. Once again, I done figured it out. Maybe the reason I was getting some of the things I was doing and the jobs I was doing, maybe because the enemy had convinced me you got to work for somebody else. This young man saw what was going on in our city, in the city I live in, as it is right now. The murder rate was at an all-time high. All kind of malice was going on. This young man told his mama, I just want to come on this man's radio show and I want to pray. The show was my show, but my show wasn't bigger than the people I wanted to serve. So the young man, yes, ma'am, I remember. How's your son doing?
He's doing wonderful, and the sad thing, he came and he prayed in regards to that violence, and I lost my son, his oldest brother,
oh Lord,
to that gun violence in New Iberia. But he always asks about you, and now he's in the 11th grade. I think when he went to you, he was in the 4th grade.
Right.
And yes. So he said, Mom, if you ever speak to Mr. Joe Dupree, let him know that I would like to go back on his show and pray again.
Tell him he's welcome.
So
tell him he is welcome.
Okay.
Tell him I will be doing this. Now my spirit really done got hot. My spirit says, do it every day, and I will. I will do this on a daily basis, and you can tell him he can call me anytime. I may do it in the morning, I may do it in the evening, but I will do this on a daily basis. And yes, he can call and not only pray, but pray as he prayed for everyone. Because see, listen, this ain't about me. This is bigger than me. It always has been. And ma'am, thank you for calling in. Thank you. How's your day going?
Yes, sir. My day is going well. Thank you so very much.
May you have a blessed day. Tell him I ain't where I used to be, but I'm back. Thank you for calling in.
I will.
All right.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. Listen, family, I'm telling you this, I'm about to change the game as I have done before. It's on and popping like hot buttered popcorn. Tell a friend to tell a friend, share this with a friend. Yours truly is in the building. And we're going to continue to advocate for the voiceless. We're going to continue to bring the real issues of our community, the stuff that this folk can't talk about because folk got jobs to lose. I know because I lost mine. But baby, there is purpose within the pain and the process. So we will continue to believe and trust in ourselves and a higher power to guide us to a place of peace and prosperity. Because at the end of the day, you got to PYP. You got to play your position. You got to protect your peace. You got to pursue your passion, and you got to protect your paper. I'm telling you. Well, put that together for me, Milton. Put it on a t-shirt. Hashtag, do it. Don't quit. If you see right now on my moniker, it says don't quit. It's got the N and the T marked out and the Q and the U marked out. And that means do it. Do it. Family, we got to stop sitting. They will pay you a salary to negate your dreams. They will pay you a salary to negate your dream. They will pay you a salary that because of the job you have or the position you have, you can't get on a microphone and do what I'm doing right now. You know, I've been watching Charleston White, and Charleston, agree with him or don't agree with him, just like Cat Williams, they do say some stuff that you say, man, that's the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you God. So family, welcome to TBT. Hashtag TBT. Hashtag truth be told. We in the building. Be exact. Let me show y'all something so y'all know. Just in case. Let me do this. I'm gonna throw this up right quick, and I'm just where you can see it. Let me see here. Where I need to go. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Watch this. Bam. There it is. Truth Be Told podcast, y'all. And it's going to be on all the platforms. Today, we are on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live, and we are on Twitter. Tell a friend to tell a friend. JD is back. Guess who's Bizak? JD is back. You know, I grew up in the 80s. Das Effects, Pete Rock, CL Smooth. Be exact, I might do a throwback Truth Be Told. You know, truth be told, I graduated in 1985 from high school. So, you know, I'm still, and I still roller skate. I still roller skate. So big ups to all my people out there roller skating who are not as young as they used to be. I don't consider myself elderly. I consider myself well seasoned. And those who are still in their well seasoned years realizing that life is still life, and things are still happening, and it goes on. We're going to have some great conversations. I see people are still commenting. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. Once again, y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. What y'all want to talk about. Give me some stuff. Inbox me with some things y'all want to talk about. We are going to be talking about the Miss Brianna O'Connor situation. Be exact, that may be my subject tomorrow. What's wrong with being a nice looking woman, dressing nice, not inappropriate, not dressing scandalously, but dressing nice? There's nothing wrong if you're a beautiful woman with a nice shape and you just happen to wear clothes that shows your shape. What's wrong with that? Because truth be told, some of y'all brothers who call yourself good husbands and good men and all this good stuff, that's why y'all go to the good church. Because y'all be looking at them sisters. Just tell the truth. Just like the women. Just like the women. Women love looking at a good dressed man. They love it. Y'all can say what you want to, regardless if it's your man, somebody else's man, your husband, somebody else's husband. If he looking good and dressed good, you gonna look that way. If you don't, you ain't human. Stop lying. Stop. Hold it. Cat said it. Cat said it. Stop lying. In 2024, you gotta look folk in the eye when they lying and tell them just that. Stop lying. Stop lying. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I get it. I am as guilty as the next man on some of the stuff I talk about. I get it. So now I'm going to start talking about what you can't talk about because you don't want to be exposed. I have offered myself up for all the exposure. Guess what? I'm nowhere close to being perfect. Baby, forget skeletons in my closet. I got bodies still decaying. Right there. I got bodies still decaying. I have not been perfect. I have made 50 million mistakes in my life. I make 50 million mistakes a day. But what I will not do, but from this point on, what I will not do is play the game to have folk feel that they in a safe place when the truth about it is they not. See, some of y'all, the reason y'all throw y'all rocks the way y'all throw it, y'all find proxies. Y'all find other folk to throw rocks for you. So you really the instigator and you the provocator and you the person putting it out there, but you're doing it from a safe place. I don't know how many of y'all remember UGK. They had a song about that. How folk act from a safe place. Okay. I'm just saying. I just say, you know, it is what it is. We all have come short of the glory. If you be very honest, everybody sin every day. No matter, and here's the problem. Y'all try to measure the sin. Oh, I just didn't do it as bad as this. I didn't lie as bad as they lie. Everybody sin every day. And here's the crazy thing. If y'all were really who y'all say your word was about this word, the word that's in that book called the Bible, you understand that sin is sin no matter what level it is. Stop trying to put levels on spiritual things that God done told you it is what it is. See, y'all want that word to be curtailed to give you exoneration instead of giving you, okay, y'all want to be exonerated by the word, but y'all don't want to be chastised by the word. Y'all want the word to make you look good. Look what the Bible say. That's how I'm living. But you don't want that part of the Bible that tells you how to get your life in order and get yourself straight. You don't want to talk about that part. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to show how the word has made y'all exonerate, how the word has given you riches and glory and favor with God and man. But you don't want to talk about when the words say you shouldn't be talking about your brother or your sister like that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. See, unlike other folks, as you notice, all I said was there's the phone number. Hashtag truth be told, community conversation. That's all stuff that came from my spirit. But watch this. I ain't put in there hashtag here's my cash app. I don't need your money. I don't need it. Because one thing I done figured out, some of y'all being bought out, sold out, some of y'all selling out. Yeah, I said it. I said it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to be me. I want you to be you. Now I like Shauna. I didn't say I didn't need money. But the reason I ain't putting no cash app and none of that, listen, as this thing progresses, I will begin to look for sponsors, people who want to come on, people who want us to advocate their businesses nationwide. See, y'all problem is y'all trying to contain me in a small place that y'all feel is my humble abode. Not understanding, folk know my name in New York City. Folk know my name in Paris, France. Folk know my name in Tokyo, Japan. Folk know my name in South Africa. While y'all over here trying to be the bosses of the small parish that I'm in, people know my name and what I've done throughout the world. Keep on, keep on, keep on. All I got to say is keep on, because I want to use a person as an example. I said I wasn't going to use too many names in here because folk be thinking you're trying to talk about them. A person I got a lot of love and respect for, and here's why I put respect on his name. The man deserved respect on his name because of what he has accomplished. Bryson Bernard, better known as Cupid. Y'all know him as Cupid. Y'all know him with the Cupid Shuffle. Y'all know him with Flex. Y'all know him with the barbecue song, the cookout song, all that good stuff. Man, I got every song Cupid done made. I know songs that y'all wouldn't even know it was Cupid. I know collaborations he done did. One of the songs I used to play when I was on the radio, two people that motivated me to play their music because I knew their music was an inspiration to the people was Roy Chimp Anthony, So Good, and Cupid featuring Donnie Bolden Jr., Higher. Y'all go Google that. Google them two songs and put that into your playlist and see how that the words and the beat and the melody will inspire you to do better, be better. They say in this book that some of y'all always wave around and make it seem like y'all, I'll be honest with you, I fall short of grace every day. But in the Bible, it say a prophet don't even get love in his own hometown. Man, let me tell y'all something. If anything, my brother Cupid showed me, you could be world famous, but in your own town, folk be having the stank face towards you. Man, they did nothing, but made people see what could come from this area. There is a lot of talent in the area I live in. A lot of great folk have came from here on many different levels and genres. Another thing folk got to stop doing, and I don't care if that's here or where you're at in the world. Stop feeling like this is you and this is the world, when really this is the world and you just a part of it. You just a part of it. Stop thinking everything rotates and revolves around you. It don't. It don't. We all living until the time we not living no more. James Vincent, boy. Let me tell you something. I know. God is trying to tell me something. My good friend I grew up with, James Vincent. Let me show you how my mischievousness goes back. James, I hate to throw us in the fire, but it's funny that the word fire is about to come up here. James was my childhood friend. James and I have one thing that's very common. James' mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Vincent, loved him. They adopted this young man like I was adopted by the Andersons, by Mr. Lewis and Miss Earlene. You know, I tell people it's one thing to be born into a family. It's another thing to be adopted, because adoption, in another word, is being chosen. When people choose to love you, it's a different type of love. When people choose, it's not like, okay, because there are folk who are born in the family and the family ain't got no love for them, and they ain't got no love for the family. We're going to talk about that on Truth Be Told at another day. And some of us fathers got to get ourselves together, present company included. And some of these mothers got to get themselves together. If the shoe fit, please wear it. We'll talk about this at another day. James and I, because I was always the contraption dude, I would make contraptions. Man, we were doing fireworks, and I think it was on the 4th of July, and we almost burnt down the whole neighborhood. But truth be told, we learned from that. Families, start taking some of these so-called losses and turn them into lessons and learn. I'm about to get up off of here. I'm appreciative that James jumped on. James, I'm going to have to call you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Everybody who's been on this live, share this live with somebody. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm about an hour and 30 minutes into this thing. And I think at an hour and 30, I'm going to cut it loose. But family, I have a few things I do want to share with you. I want you to be better, do better. And whatever you need to do to be the best you can be, do that. Do that. Please do that. As for me, family, if you out there know somebody who, if you're listening to this and you're looking for a radio personality, because I'm not a DJ. DJs are like my good friend DJ Slaughtermain in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. DJ Cool Super Mike. These guys can DJ. They know how to mix. They know how to work the turntables, the ones and the twos. I'm an on-air personality. If you're needing an on-air personality for a morning show, a midday show, an afternoon show, reach out for your boy. I used to be a program director, and I know all the systems, and this is what I do. If you're looking for a person who can advocate and market, I did that too. I was the former chief of minority affairs for Lafayette Parish Consolidated Government, which is the 5th largest city and parish of the 5th largest city in the state. So I know how to navigate and maneuver in those waters too. So if you're looking for me, I'm not hard to find. Phone number is right there. 225-250-8770. And if you want to be a part of the show and call in, feel free to call in. My sister from New Iberia, I remember well your son and him praying. I now hear he is a junior in high school. I pray that there are some men in his life that are trying to give him some direction on what his next move needs to be. If it's not college, because college ain't for everyone, that at least people are talking to him about how he can be successful after high school. We have to have men who talk to young men about pathways to success after high school. And every pathway ain't the same. We've got to do better. We've got to do better as a people, loving one another. And we've got to do better about how we cultivate the future generations for the greater good of all of us. With that being said, I got about what? What do I got here? I don't know. Let me see. I got about 9 minutes. So 9 minutes, y'all can throw in the comments if y'all want to talk about anything. I can't see all the comments. I see some of the comments because some of the comments are probably coming from other sources. But we are live today on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitter. And you can follow me. Let me put this in here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this in here so y'all know. If y'all want to follow any of my platforms, all you got to do is at the THEJDMS, at the JDMS. That's on all social media platforms. It's on all social media platforms at the JDMS. Actually, it seems like I posted that from my Twitter, from my YouTube. So family, tell a friend to tell a friend, share this with a friend. Hopefully in this short time that I've been here, really just pouring out my heart to you, which I plan on doing that on a daily basis, because truth be told, you need somebody that might say something that you can't say, because I understand some of you can't afford to lose your job. I couldn't afford to lose mine, but I lost it. But my sister Jackie said, you really didn't lose nothing. You still got breath in your life. You didn't lose your life. Remember, it's just a job, and a job ain't nothing but work. JOB means just over broke, and I was that. You know, so a job ain't nothing but work. Listen, I want to inspire y'all. Do better. Be better. Figure out what it is that you are called to do and do it. Understand, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Everybody can't do what you do. And sometimes I'll end these last 8 minutes really giving you something that's spiritual and not religious. Joseph was given a gift he didn't ask for. In the Bible, Joseph was given a gift he did not ask for. Understand that your gift will make room for you, but your gift will also breed jealousy, envy, and people plotting against you. Understand, when you are given something you did not ask for, that is a gift, and that gift shines, people will have jealousy, envy, and they will plot against you. Brothers, folk who love you, may be so angry at you and your gift that they will throw you in a well. They may plot even to kill you. And maybe amongst them, one will say, nah, let's not do that. Let's just throw them in the well. And you may go from that well into a evil, wicked man's house to serve. And you may have to serve in that house with integrity. And you may be lied on while you serving in that house. I know that feeling. Then you may be guilty by association that you served in Potiphar's house. And you may be lied on by somebody inside Potiphar's house because they didn't get what they wanted and get put into prison. I know the feeling. And while you're in prison, you may do everything you can to be upright and serve with integrity. Your sentence. And you may have people in the prison that you bless during your time being in prison. And those people may make promises that they forget and negate to keep once they get out. See, when you in the mess with me, it's good to talk about what we're going to do when we get out the mess. But if one of us gets out the mess and the other one's still in it, sometimes folk will forget about you. Folk will forget about you. Folk will have said, as soon as I get out, I'm going to make sure I take care of you, and get out and forget all about you. But understand, this all which you did not ask for. You did not get on your knees and say, Lord, bless me with this gift. This is all to a purpose to get you to the palace. Not only to save those who mistreated you and did you wrong, not only to save your country in a time of famine, but to save everybody around your country who's connected to it, because you went through the pain, the process to get to your purposeful place that God had for you, to be in the palace and to sit on the throne. Just know, greater is coming. And with that being said, listen, family, I appreciate y'all. Always remember, I have a simple saying. Other folks say it too. I don't know who created the saying. I actually got it from a good friend of mine, and I continue to use it. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I care. Live long and prosper. I'm up out of here. Peace.